building, and it involves a lot of falling from that and falling from this to another catwalk, and that's it. And during the fight, Wolverine gets his adamantium claws cut off in one hand. And then, in the end, Wolverine is able to get one of the swords from the Silver Samurai. And he is able to get it to heat up. At first, he can't do it, but then he realizes a samurai sword is held with two hands. So he grabs it with both hands, and then it heats up. And he goes, "Hey, bub!" Cuts off the Silver Samurai's head. It falls down to the bottom floor. You think everything's all right, but the Silver Samurai is still alive. And the wall gets blown out somehow, and then, it's on a cliff. And then we see, surprise, surprise, Yoshida is still alive. And this whole thing was just, this was a big elaborate plan to steal Wolverine's, regenerative power. And Wolverine gets his other hand. His other adamantium claws get cut off. So his adamantium claws are gone. They've been cut off. Both of them. I don't know if that happened in the comics, but even if it did, that's fucking stupid. And Yoshida implants these needles with wires into his hands, and you see he's stealing his power because you see Yoshida getting younger, and Wolverine's getting weaker and more famished. His face is getting paler, and his lips are turning purple or whatever. But Mariko saves him. She grabs the knife and she throws it at him. And this allows Wolverine to get out of that thing, to get those things out of him. And then he goes, "Ah!" And bone claws. Yeah, for all you people out there who love the bone claws from X-Men Origins Wolverine, the bone claws are back. Because now that's all he's got, because the adamantium claws are gone. And he basically, because now that Yoshida's exposed a little bit because the head got cut off, he stabs Yoshida with the bone claws in the chest. And I did like this moment where he's like, "He called me up to say goodbye. Well, sayonara, bub." And he throws him out through the opening in the wall, and he goes down a cliff. And then after that, it cuts to Wolverine and Mariko at an airport, and she's like, "Please tell me you're staying with me." He's like, "I wish I could, princess, but this isn't my place." He kisses her one last time, gets on a private jet, and the fucking redheaded chick, the Asian chick with the red head, or the pink hair, whatever the fuck color it was, they get on the plane, and it's the end of the movie. Yeah, there's an after credit scene. I didn't stay for it because I didn't care. I don't know. I don't know what it is. You guys can look it up for yourselves. Hugh Jackman is great, but this movie is hindered by its PG-13 rating. None of the fight sequences are that exciting or that memorable. If it was rated R and bloody and violent, they would be. It's too long of a movie. There's not enough action for a 2-hour-long running time. The stuff with Jean Grey, I liked the opening, and at the end, when you think that Wolverine is dying, he because I actually forgot, when he kills Yoshida, he kind of collapses because he's been weakened. He sees Jean Grey, and she says, "Can you finally come with me?" And he says, "No, I can't, because I'm not ready to go. But I have to let you go." And sort of implying that he's ready to let go of what happened, and he's ready to move on, and he doesn't feel guilty anymore. "I'm sorry I hurt you, but I had to do it." He says that, "I'm sorry I hurt you, Jean, but I had to do it." And I like that. That was a nice little moment. I like what they did with Wolverine's character. I like the idea of him being a masterless samurai. So the stuff they did with Wolverine, I liked. I didn't care for the fucking love story, because I didn't think he had any chemistry with that girl Mariko. They get together way too quick. They do this a lot in fucking movies, so I'm kind of used to it by now. They know each other for a couple days, then all of a sudden now they're together. Again, I assume they had sex. You don't see them having sex, but they were lying in bed together, and he had his shirt off, and she was in a nightgown, so I just assumed they had sex. They did the shit with Jean Grey too many times. There's too many sequences where he's talking to Jean Grey. The opening of the film and the ending, I think that's all you needed. I think that's was more effective. Those last two scenes, the first scene and the last scene with Jean Grey were the most effective. The other ones were just there. Just her asking him, "Are you ready yet? Are you ready to die? Are you ready to die?" They did it, what? I think 5 or 6 times? It's too much. Okay? God damn it. Did they have to justify Famke Janssen's paycheck by having her be in the movie that much? They did it way too many times. The beginning and the end, those were the most effective scenes. They didn't need to have Jean Grey pop up that much, in my opinion, anyway. So yeah, I mean, I just didn't really care for this movie. I thought it was lame. If you want to see Wolverine done bloody and violent, look up the video game X-Men Origins Wolverine. The movie was crap, but the game was actually supposed to be really good. I haven't played it yet. I was going to, but my friend asked to borrow it, so he has it right now. But I will play it when I get it back. Look up a playthrough. I mean, if you haven't played it, pick it up and play that. And like I said, look up a playthrough. You know, that game is M for mature. It's bloody. It's violent. It's gory. It's the way Wolverine, I think, should be. Now is Wolverine always violent in the comics? No. I'm sure the comic this was based on, it was based on Wolverine by Frank Miller, and the guy's last name was Claremont, the guy that did the art. I don't know his first name, but I'd like to read that comic. Even if it's not violent, I might still like it, because again, what they do in a comic is different than what they do in a movie. You know, for a movie, I just feel like it should be a little bit more visceral, more vicious, you know? Like I said, check out X-Men Origins Wolverine, the game. Look up a playthrough, or pick the game up and play it. I know I'm going to when I get it back from my friend. So, as it stands, I mean, it's not awful. It's a well-made film. I like what they did with the character. Hugh Jackman is fucking great. Everybody else, I thought the Snake bitch was awful. I hated her. She was a shitty actress, a shitty villain. Everybody else, I guess, acting-wise, was okay. The chick with the pink reddish hair, she did fine, but I didn't give a fuck about her character either way. The girl who was Mariko, she was okay, but I didn't really care about her character either. So, yeah, when it comes down to it, Hugh Jackman is great, but the PG-13 rating hinders this film, and I didn't feel that any of the action sequences or the fight scenes were that spectacular. So, I feel this film was incredibly overrated. But hey, if you enjoy it, it's perfectly fine. Just if this was R-rated, I would probably like it a lot more. You know, most people are thinking, whoa, it just has to be bloody and gory. Well, it's about a dude who has fucking metal claws that come out of his fucking knuckles, okay? Come on. Well, not anymore, because the adamantium claws got cut off, so now he just has the bone claws again. The bone claws are fine in, like, if you're telling, like, his origin, fine, before he got the adamantium, you know, injected into him. But now he just has the fucking bone claws again? Again, I'm fine with it, like, at first, when it's, like, his origin, because I know he had those in X-Men, in Wolverine Origin, the comic Wolverine Origin. Okay, fine. But the fact that he lost the claws, and now he's just back to the fucking bone claws, because I think he is going to come back in Days of Future Past. That's going to be lame. I mean, come on. If they like come up with some bullshit like, oh, we can implant more adamantium to give you back the adamantium claws, fine. But the bone claws are just not as cool. They're fucking bone. Hell, in fucking X-Men Origins Wolverine, they got broken. I don't care if you can fucking grow them back. It's not as cool as the fucking adamantium claws. And again, if that happened in the comics, so what? That doesn't mean I have to like it. But, fuck. Anyway. Thanks for watching, and that's all I got. Later.